just couldn't imagine that. Imagine people dying and you're making money, but people are dying. Family, the ripple effect of that in this country is still haunting people. You know?
Absolutely. And that's where the heroin epidemic, which is now a fentanyl epidemic, came from. It started
there
as a pill epidemic.
Yeah.
And it actually was, like, I always used to think it was okay, kind of like me, like, oh, you have a surgery and you get too many drugs and then eventually you get hooked. What it actually was is they were overprescribing it so much that it was just everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. And so, like, oh, you know, your nephew comes over and he's 17 and he takes some to his buddies and now they're all hooked on Oxy. And that's what actually happened. And there was just so much of this drug everywhere that it started the epidemic we have now.
Yeah. And the outside, it was like candy coat. It was like you just had to slurp off the outside a little bit and then you could party.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I think you just had to slurp.
I heard about people crushing. I didn't know if you just had to slurp off the outside.
Yeah, I think you did. And and one of the worst things about it was that, like, medicine used to be a term that was like, it was for help, right?
Yes.
It was like, you know, it was in our brains, I think, as humans and citizens in our society and culture, medicine was help, right?
Yes.
And that whole thing with them kind of tripped that word where it made people question the value of medicine.
Absolutely.
It made people just question then who's prescribing the medicine. It made like your doctors seem untrustworthy.
Yeah.
It ruined so much trust.
That's absolutely right. Ruined a lot of social trust. And I agree. I think they deserve a ton of blame for that.